Is the explanation video of the fourth experiment. The first question is load the data set. The process starts by improving the pandas and numpy libraries by the data set is loaded. Importing the process starts by importing the pandas and numpy libraries. The data set is loaded from a CSV file into a data frame. This creates a structured table where we can see physical measurements like build length, build depth, and body mass. The second question is data cleaning and pre-processing. Real world data is often messy. The code replaces null strings with actual null values and ensures all measurements columns are numeric, and missing values are filled with mean, which means the average of that column so the model doesn't crash. The third question is select features and target. The data is split into two parts. X is an independent variable, the physical measurements we used to make a prediction. Y is dependent variables, the specific label we want the model to learn to identify. So the fourth question is feature standardization. Feature standardization because measurements like body mass are in thousand grams while build depth is smaller number. The model might be confused by the scale. We standardize the data by subtracting the mean and dividing by the standard deviation. This puts all features on the same scale, usually centered around zero. The fifth question is train test split. To see if a model actually works, we split the data into two sets. 80% is used for training, teaching the model, and 20% is reserved for testing, which is evaluating it on data it hasn't seen before. The sixth question is initial parameters. Okay. Sixth question is initial parameters. Before training starts, we set the hyper parameters. Learning rate, how big a step the model takes when correcting an error. Epochs, how many times the model will look through the entire training set. Weights and bias, these are initialized to zero. They represent the importance the model assigns to each physical feature. Seventh question is training loop, which is calculate the updated weight in every iteration during training. The model looks at each penguin one by one. It calculates the weighted sum of the features plus a bias. If the result is positive, it predicts species 1. Otherwise, it predicts 0. If the prediction is wrong, the model updates its weight slightly to perform better next time. Plotting the error using graph is the eighth question. So, to visualize progress, the code plots a graph of iteration versus total error. Ideally, as the iteration increase, the error should drop towards zero, showing that the model is successfully learning the pattern in the data. Ninth question is model evaluation, which is predict the class label for the test set. Once training is finished, we use final weights to predict the species for the test set. We then generate a confusion matrix and a classification report. These tools use exactly how many penguins were correctly identified and calculated the accuracy, which in the species output reached 100%.